Good morning. If you can hear me, please let me know in the chat. I have a surprise for everyone. Can anyone hear me? Hi, Cece. Please let me know. Sharon, can you hear me? Welcome. There might be a delay as I'm getting these. Can you guys hear me? Please let me know. Oh, thank you, Peggy. I appreciate it. Okay, so now for my surprise. Hi! I figured out how to do two cameras. Excuse the kind of janky setup, for lack of a better term, this morning. But this is going to work for today. I like this a lot better. I feel like I can talk to everybody when we're talking. I thought we would maybe wait just a minute here or so before we get started. I know there was a lot of requests for Christmas tags. Those are going to come next week. I just didn't have quite enough time to get that completely prepped for today. And I had some requests when I did the Hero Arts June, my monthly hero add-ons. I had talked about coloring over distress inked backgrounds. And yay, I'm so glad you can see me too. Good morning, everyone. So I thought I would share that today. It is a really fun, easy technique. Hello from New York City. Oh, how wonderful. New York City is one of my very favorite places to visit. So good to see you all this morning. Thank you for joining me. Again, a little bit nervous, but I'm sure it'll go away as we get going. What is everyone doing today? Happy Friday. Any fun plans for the weekend? Hi, Donna. We're not doing a whole lot here. I have a ton of stuff to do at home. I have a ton of stuff. My office is a mess. Oh, hi, Laura from the UK. Awesome. So nice to see you all. Yeah, we're not doing a whole lot. We were going to make a run to IKEA, my oldest son and I, but we decided not to. We both have a ton of stuff to do kind of around the house this evening. Hello, everyone. Oh, I'm so glad to see everyone. Oh, South Central Kansas. Molly, you'll have to message me and let me know where you're from. Oh, it's midnight in Australia. It is very late. I'm sorry if you're tuning in from somewhere else. I have been kind of kicking around. Ooh, a Twins game. That sounds amazing. My oldest son is a huge baseball fan. Oh, good morning from Vegas. Good morning, Marie. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, so we are going to get started, I think, because this may take a little bit. Oh, a son's soccer game. That is always fun. Hello, Diane. Good morning, Jennifer. Oh my gosh, 6 a.m. in Alaska. Thank you for joining me. Tracy from Michigan. It is so nice to see you. Yes, Tropical Storm Elsa. I hope you are safe, Donna. I hope you don't have any damage. Yes, Texas. Sharon, you and I are in the same time zone, so that is awesome. Kentucky, nice to see you. Hi, Julie from Germany. Okay, let's go ahead and flip my camera. Rose Hill. Oh my gosh, you're real close to me. Very close to me. That's funny. So we are going to go ahead and get started. Oh my gosh, Guatemala. Good morning. So I am going to flip it around here. Oh, Great Bend. Yes, Rock Chalk. I'm with you all the way. Okay. Hello. Hi. Can you everyone see the work screen now? Just want to make sure that everything is working good before we get started making our card today. I did, only 115 in Vegas. Gosh, air conditioning is great. Good morning from New York, Marcia. That is so awesome. Thank you for joining us. So I actually downloaded new software. Tracy, thanks for letting me know. I downloaded new software. I really like it a lot. I have a lot more control. We're still doing it this way this week, although I can do the 2 cameras because guess what? I have a new video camera arriving today and I'm really excited. I actually kind of invested in a whole bunch of stuff, so we're going to see next week how that goes. I'm going to test that out this weekend. That's what I'm actually going to do this weekend. So today, back in June, I did a whole bunch of birthday cards with the My Monthly Hero, and I've put up a picture on the screen. This is the card from that video that I had just ink blended over, and I casually mentioned in the video that I think it's really fun to ink blend and then color over it with watercolor markers. Because distress inks or reactive inks or distress oxide inks, all are water-based. And if you take a water-based marker, like today we're going to use some Zig markers. You could also use Tombows, other water-based markers. If you take a water-based marker and place it or color it over your distressed inked or whatever ink you use, water-based ink you used, background, you can get a really fun effect. So not only can your background have color to it, but so can the images. And so I like the tone on tone because you are going to be coloring over something that already has color to it. And I did this one off camera. This is the birthday balloons from that June release, which I really, really like. But we're going to be doing the candles today, just like the candles that you see on the screen, but this time we're going to add color to them. So I am going to get started. Good morning, Barbara. Let me see here. Let's grab a Misty and our background. I thought it was kind of funny, right as I was getting ready to go live this morning, my neighbor, you know, you can't pick your neighbors. I have a neighbor. Most of my neighbors are the most lovely, wonderful people. But there is one in the neighborhood, and unfortunately, he's universally not very well liked. But he chose to start mowing right as I started to go live. And that's not a problem. Whatever, that's great. The problem is he sings at the top of his lungs while he's mowing. And so I always call it the greatest of the 80s, but not, because that's what he's singing usually. He sings over the sound of his mower and he's got AirPods in, and it's hilarious. Good morning, Mary. So nice to see you. Okay, I don't know if you guys, you probably know this already, but when you're using, this is 32. When you're using your Misty, I always like to use my Misty to do the background, mostly because I stamp it twice. Good morning, Jean. Thank you. Anyway, I use my Misty, but when you're using a background, it won't stamp what's kind of on these edges. So I always put like a little bit of adhesive. You can see it here. And I always kind of take my finger and do this to make the natural oils from my fingers so it doesn't stick so bad. Because we don't want the paper to rip. Aloha, Amy. And so I always kind of put it down just a little bit, but this makes it so it doesn't move. Yeah, Mary, it is hilarious. My son and I, we giggle. I just can't believe it. It's hilarious. So anyway, I hope you don't hear it, but we might have a concert going on in the background today. I'm actually using the Embossing and Watermark ink from Hero Arts. And we're just going to ink up our candles. This is the candles bold print background. And I want to make sure that I get really, really good coverage. And I'm just going to make sure that I use even pressure. If you guys have questions, please drop me a note. If I do not see them while I'm working, ask again, or I will definitely check this when the live is over and get to them there. You've begged him to get earbuds. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think my neighbor works at home too, so I can't, you know, fault them for that, but he's kind of unpleasant. Oh, I missed something. Hold on real quick. Sharon is asking if you order your supplies or go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I'd be interested in what everyone says. I order everything. I don't get anything from those stores, not really. I do work with Simon Says Stamp, so that is where the majority of my supplies come from. So after I have stamped this, I know it's hard to see. I love a white on white. I also really have talked about this in many, many videos when I'm using Zig markers, but I love watercoloring with an embossed edge because it kind of holds the color in, which I need. I like that way that it holds it inside there. Yeah, I have to order most things too. Yes, wouldn't it be great? Should I ask him if we should start every live with mowing and singing? It's not very good. So that's kind of part of the problem. If it was good, maybe it would be better. That, and if he didn't yell at everyone's dogs. Card making is my full-time job, Elizabeth. So anytime you guys purchase from my links or whatnot, it does help support me and help, you know, keep me creating free content. Okay, so I am going to heat emboss this. Oh, well, that's good. I turned off my notifications, but thank you for letting me know. I hope Zara? I hope I said your name right. It's really pretty. We're going to leave it for today. Anyway, I'm going to heat emboss this. It'll be loud for a second. Sorry about that. Okay, thank you guys so much for holding on while I heat embossed there. I didn't want to try to talk over it. I missed a comment. I'm going to go back and check really quick. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for telling me that I left that picture on. I meant to take it down. Thank you so much, Marie, for reminding me. I appreciate it. Yes, Elizabeth, it is my full-time job. I do put in a lot of hours every week. I won't say all, but I would probably say most of your card maker YouTubers, it's their full-time job just because of the amount of hours put in every week. And if you see lots of videos, and it does take a lot of time to film and edit and all of that good stuff. Okay, so hopefully maybe you can kind of see the embossing. We are going to very much just kind of create the... Oh, Shannon, I'm so glad you're looking forward to the Hero Arts Camp. I am really excited about that. We've got testing and stuff for that next week prior to our weekend event. And we're already looking forward, just a little FYI, to a Christmas one this fall. We are going to ink the candles just like the birthday one. I really wanted to show how I created this. I did do this one off camera just to make sure everything worked good. And we'll decorate both of them here on the live today. Rita Maria, I used to sell some of them, but it was like a lot of extra work. Oh my gosh. Odin? No. My dog thought it would be fun to play with the doorstop. We are going to just kind of ink in a rainbow at a diagonal. Yeah, I'm excited about you can use Distress Oxide as well. I am using Distress today, but Oxide is going to work pretty much just like this. I have done this technique with oxides as well. So we're going to use KITSCH Flamingo first. And I do a diagonal because it's a little more forgiving as far as if you don't kind of get that straight line. And we're going to use several colors. So KITSCH Flamingo is up first. Yes, Christmas with Hero Arts. It's going to be so good. I'm really excited. This is the dried marigold. And this is more of a pastel rainbow. Oh, I'm so glad the Delta Crafter. Christmas crafting is so much fun. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. I don't want to say all of the rest of my lives this month, but I think we'll try to do a little Christmas in July. We'll see how it goes. But definitely it's going to be some Christmas tags. I think the Lawn Fawn snow globes were a big request in last week's live. Oh, hello, Elizabeth. Yeah, there are definitely a lot of things I get at Amazon too. Just depends on where they're coming from. Yes, Cheryl, you can do this with Distress Oxides as well. Is it Chrislyn? Chrislyn? Love your name. Welcome. I'm so excited to have everyone here. It's always so nerve-wracking. Oh, Melissa, you are so lucky to have a local stamp store. That is so nice. So Squeezed Lemonade is our next color. And you can see I'm just kind of... I picked light colors on purpose. It's easier to color over them. You can pick darker colors if you want to. There is a really fun technique. In fact, I'm going to make a little note to add this in the description when the live is over. I did a card where I picked up the color with water to remove it. And it's a Hero Arts card. That's my little note to myself to add that. Marie, when I don't feel motivated, and believe me, it happens, and it is so it's so annoying when I have a deadline. Oh good, I got it right. When I don't have motivation, I go do something else. I do have other crafting interests. I also have just other interests. Mostly it's other crafting, like I will go and quilt or sew or, you know, I have a little garden this year, so I do things like that. Oh, I know. Are there even any archivers anywhere? Does anyone know anymore? Those used to be all of the rage. I never had one close to me where I lived before, but by the time I moved, I guess there weren't any. If you ever think like there's not a good transition between colors, just go ahead and go back with like your lighter color and just kind of blend it in. I probably can get rid of some of this, clean up our work surface a bit. Okay, so that was some Twisted Citron. Forgot to. And then Cracked Pistachio and Shaded Lilac are going to be our final two colors. I really, really love Twisted Citron and Cracked Pistachio together. I always have. I don't know. A sewing video for beginners. Like, what are you wanting to know? I'm not an expert, but I definitely have spent a lot of time. You may even DM me if you want to and kind of let me know what you're interested in. I might consider doing that. Oh, Christy, you were on a first name basis. I love that. That's hilarious. Yeah, if I had lived near one back in the day, or Recollections, yes, the Delta Crafter. Oh, 5 minutes away. I'm so jealous. I would have been in all the time too. Oh, Carrie, it looks like a war zone. And you can't see, like when I have my room shot, you can't see. It's still kind of messy. I will tell you, I have learned, I used to just kind of do one project on top of another, and then clean it all up. I clean up after every project, and then I will show you something really quick. Something I really recommend that helps me when I'm doing projects. This isn't the best example, but this is, let me zoom out just a tiny bit for a minute. So I got these trays. They're about 8.5 by 11-inch trays. And when I have projects, like this is something I'm going to work on. This is actually 2 different projects I'm going to work on. But I will usually use one project per tray, and I keep them in my trays, and then I keep the product in the trays while I'm working. And then when I'm done, I put them all away. It has worked really well for me to kind of keep me more organized. The lighting. Sharon, are you having trouble with the lighting here or are just in general? I want to make sure that it's not bad on your end. Okay, we have got our colors here. I am going to, because we have inked over embossing, we want to remove some of the, this is kind of wet, some of the ink from on top of the embossed area. So I'm just going to give it a very, very light, and this is just like a microfiber cloth. I actually was using it to clean something. I forgot to bring a paper towel in here, but I will use the microfiber cloths as well. And we want to make sure, let's just clean up the ink here. Yeah, craft desks can get so bad, and I find that it really overwhelms my creativity. So when we were talking a little bit ago about creativity and, you know, kind of the lack of creativity, a messy surface really drives me crazy. Trays really do help. Okay, you can use a paintbrush dipped in water. I personally like water brush pens because I already have water in this, so it makes it a lot quicker. Let me grab my rag again because I have to clean the tip. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of start coloring. And like I said, I want to kind of, hi Patricia, I want to kind of stick within the areas. There's going to be overlap. That's totally fine. There was overlap in this one as well. I just want to have kind of that same rainbow going in the color. But it's going to help the images because they're really light. They don't stand out here. We want them to stand out like the balloons on this one. I guess we'll just start with this guy. Now I'm not doing what I would normally probably use a couple of colors. I'm really hoping this is the right paper. Yeah, okay. I would use a couple of colors to shade if I was normally coloring, but we're going to use our water as our shader here. So I'm just going to add a little bit. I did find those trays on Amazon, and let me make a note. I'll add those to my description here when the video is over. And if I forget, you guys make sure and let me know. I did make myself a note though, So once I add a little bit of color, I am just going to take my water brush pen then, and we're going to color right over the distress inking. And you can see that we're going to get so much more definition of this candle. Hi, Amber. How is the weather in Florida today? Odin, my dog has to be with me at all times. I wanted him not to be in here with me, but that wasn't going to happen. Thank you, Mary. I do too, because I think it's a great way to add color to the background really easily, but then, you know, you can add color to the other images. So look how much the candle stands out now. And then we can do all kinds of fun things to the little polka dots on there. Jean, yes, thank you. If you guys will click the thumbs up, that would be awesome. So I'm going to use like some yellows here. He is a Shih Tzu. And he's very, very spoiled, Laura. And that is my fault, but I love him. Good morning, Linda. I think we'll add a little more color there. So just kind of giving you an idea. Let's see, I'm gonna do a little bit lighter pink candle, and we're just gonna do kind of an all over. This one will be a lot more subtle. I did some more subtle on the balloon card. Don't forget to clean the tip of your marker before changing color. I don't know that that's gonna show up. We may have to add darker color to that. Let's go ahead and just add that. I thought the light would show up, but it really did not. Yeah, he is very, very well loved. And he knows it. He's got both my youngest son and I wrapped around his paw. Let's do another one here. I guess this is a good time to ask if you haven't subscribed. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I so appreciate all of the support and everyone being here. So this candle, I could just do it like in the peach color or whatever, since that's kind of where it's at, but I really want to do a little bit of a rainbow here. This is a good opportunity to do a little rainbow design. It doesn't have to be exactly. Oh, hello from Amsterdam. Wow, thank you for joining us. Oh, you have a 15-year-old Shih Tzu. I hope, I actually have a 10-year-old, almost 11, the Delta Crafter. He's a little rescue. I hope he makes it to 15. I hope Odin does too. My last one only made it to about not quite even 7 years old, so I was devastated. Oh, a tricolor, yes. It is embossed resist, Linda. It sure is. Do I want to do, yeah. Since I didn't do this ahead of time, I'm kind of having to guess. Does the thumb allow your content to show more so other YouTube watchers? I don't really know. I probably should know more of that, but I don't know the answer. Let's see. Here's a little purple. Yes, Cheryl, I will list all of the marker colors in the description as well. Marie, thank you. That means so much to me. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, so is everyone planning on crafting today, or do you have other plans? The Delta Crafter, a lot of the colors that I am using today are my most often used, and I do love that you can buy them individually. So, because I don't think you really need them all. I definitely have some I use more than others. Oh, you have a Maltese, Elizabeth. I love them. I actually, a long time ago, had a little Bichon. And loved him. But we had looked at a Maltese, and we just went with the Bichon. But I love Malteses too. Actually, I love dogs. So, and my oldest son actually has cats. I like cats too. I just don't have any. My daughter was always allergic, and so we don't have a cat, but okay. Yep. I love the rainbow candle. I always love rainbow. I don't know about you guys, but I always love myself a good rainbow. Oh, watercolor drying right now. Okay, hold on. My chat's going too fast. I'm going to scroll back here a second. Sharon, I am going live right now. Okay, I did make a note. I wanted to talk about this. Right now, I'm going live on Friday mornings at 9 a.m. Central Time. And that may change. I have had a lot of requests to have an evening live. So I'm thinking that for now, we're going to leave it as is. I will let you guys know if that changes at any time. But I will be incorporating a Friday evening live. But if I do a Friday evening live, I won't do the morning. I don't want to do 2 lives in a day. That's a lot of lives. And I don't really think that that's super beneficial. So I'll let you guys know for sure on my community tab when I figure out what we're going to do exactly there. Oh, a spoiled Jack Russell who believes he is human. I love that. My old dog thought he was human too. I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, Sandy, I saw that season 3 of Virgin River, it came out today, right? I will probably be trying to catch up on that too. I probably should do a little more color and then a little less chatting, or we might be here all day. The one thing about this is it does take a little bit of time to color in a whole background, but the background is going to be the embellishment on our card. We don't really need to add a whole lot. I'm going to be adding a big, bold sentiment to this. Oh, Cheryl, fantastic question. Thank you so much. I am using Bristol Smooth Cardstock. I don't use any other cardstock with the Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. I don't think any of the others work good, to be honest. I just really don't like them. So I only use the Bristol Smooth. It will be linked in the supplies as well because it just gives superior results. The markers blend on it like butter. This marker really needs to be replaced. It's frayed. I talk about this in a video I have going up tomorrow, I think, where I used these to color in some images for a card, but I have not replaced a ton of my Zig markers. I've probably had them 7 to 8 years, and I have only replaced a handful. Yes, it could be done with Tombows for sure. Any water-based marker. So the key here is we're using water-based Distress ink, Distress Oxide ink, Hero Arts Reactive ink, and then we're using a water-based marker. So that's going to be Zigs, Tombows. I think there's another one. Okay, I'm missing a couple questions. Hold on, let me scroll back real quick. I have not used, is it Minte paper? I have not used that. I'm not obligated, but it definitely, for me, is just more beneficial to use paper that is sold. However, Simon is very open to If people want something to carrying it, I have not tried that though. I have not used Spectrum Noir. Do they have a water-based marker? Does anyone know? I know they have an alcohol ink marker, don't they? I say that. I could be totally wrong. Similar to Copics, but I don't really know. I have tried those once in the past, but I already had Copics. I had made that investment quite a long time ago, and so I just really never switched. Sharon, I know that a lot of people work when I go live. That's what I'm going to try to accommodate most by at least offering 1, maybe 2 evening lives. It's just that when this is my job, there's a lot of times I am not here in the evening. And so it will be harder for me to do that on a regular basis. But I want to try to find a good balance where I can be live in the evenings as well, once in a while. And hopefully you'll catch the replay. I know, at least for me, there are channels I watch and I generally, I'm doing stuff too, or working or filming or whatever it is, and I catch replays. So hopefully I can find a good balance. Let's see. Barb says, one of my very favorite cards you did was the bee. Oh yeah, the honey pot. I loved that. The Delta Crafter you're crafting today. Awesome. Yeah, the markers need to be water-based with this technique. Just because because you know when you splatter water over a distress inked black background or distress oxide and the water wicks away? That's kind of what we're doing here. Because if you wanted to, and what I was talking about, I'm going to link to another video. This ink isn't really dark enough, but if you just take water, I'm going to clean. You can just color like the areas on the candle and keep cleaning the tip of your marker off. And eventually you can pick up that color. This isn't the best example because the colors are too light. It is an awesome technique if you've used darker colors for the background. And like I said, I will link to that because it really is a fun technique. And we're going to do another rainbow candle because why not? I'm really liking the rainbow candles this morning. And this is a great way to just kind of have fun coloring. Oh, and if you get out of the lines, just take a little water and just gently wipe that away. All right. Yeah, where do you get the Mente paper? I want to know that too. Oh, Sharon, yes, you said the alcohol marker. Nope, I have not. But there is water-based markers and pencils. I may have to try checking those out. Okay, I have not tried this with the Caron Brush Marker Pro. Marcia, I have them and I could try that. I will try and let you know. Nothing on Monday nights. I'll tell you what. Monday was my personal, what day I really wanted to do things, but it didn't get very many votes. So I was trying really hard to accommodate what everybody was wanting, but I might have to consider that, Marie. I like the idea of a Monday night instead of Friday. Okay. I have a lot of consideration work to do, I guess, to figure out when to go live. I have not tried the Arteza markers, Peggy, so I cannot tell you if it's the markers or not. What paper are you using? Created by Zoe. I am so glad you like the morning time. You know, I have not found that the oxide ink causes my markers to clog, but I will tell you, normally, I'm not really doing it today because I don't know where my scrap paper is, but I would take, let me get some paper, maybe. well, this isn't the paper I would normally use, but I would take a scrap piece of paper and I just clean the tip of my marker off immediately before I put the cap back on. Crafty says Mondays would be great. I might just try one. There is no harm in trying it since we're just starting out. I really am just trying to find kind of a good balance for everybody. I know that's not possible, but I want as many as can to join. I do love the idea of Monday. So I have said this on social media before, and I usually get a lot of, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, or me too. I love Mondays. Monday is my favorite day of the week. So I would love a Monday Night Live. I think that would be a really good idea. My only problem is that's going this fall. I probably would not be able, I'd have to switch it during football season for my son. Because I think JV will play on Monday nights. I got out of the lines again. Oh well. Oh, and my chat. Thank you, Linda. Craft along. Peggy, you said you've tried lots of papers. No, Laura, I know. I won't please everyone. And so it really just has to be kind of is what it is. But as I'm starting here, I am trying to do it. Oh, Crafty, you like Mondays too. I love that. I told my youngest son that Monday was my favorite day, and he was like, why? Which is a very 15-year-old response. Barbara, you like Mondays too. Okay. This is good to know. Thank you, guys. We're definitely going to be thinking about that. I'm going to work on some of that That sounds good, Kimo. I know. I do a lot of replays too. I'm really excited to, like I said, get the new camera set up and see what all we can do. Although I am a little bit happier this morning. I have spent more time than I care to admit working on this week. I kind of would like, oh, that wasn't the right color. That's okay. Trying to make this all work. Trying to figure out the best time. So I guess I'm just going to ask, what is everyone's favorite coloring medium? Since we're talking a lot about markers and all of that, what do you prefer to color with? I guess I didn't mention this either. You wouldn't necessarily have to use a water-based marker. If you've got some watercolors, you could use those too. I have not personally done that. Well, I might have at some point. But you can definitely use watercolors to do this. Zigs, Copics. Thank you, guys. Zigs, Copics. Yeah, a lot of Zigs and Copics. I agree. Those are my two favorite coloring mediums too. I will say I have not had good luck with the Karen brush markers. I think I might be doing something wrong. I need to ask my friend Lori Craig to give me another tutorial. Her company's the company she works for sells those, and she's always so good at them, but I'm not. I have tried, and everything I do, I mean, it's not the worst thing, but it's not my favorite. I'm just not as comfortable. Prismacolor Pencil Girl. Tracy, yes. I have not colored with my colored pencils in a while. I think I need to again. And Copics just take a lot of practice, to be honest. I remember starting with them and thinking I was not going to like them at all, and now I really, really do. And also just do what you feel comfortable with. There are no rules. Okay, these little stars here are so small. I'm not going to add water to them. We're just going to lay down a little dark color and then a little bit of light. Also, I got some green outside of there, so I'm going to just kind of fix that. So this is taking a while. I knew it was going to, though. Barb, you can get zigs lots of places. I get mine from Simon Says Stamp. You can buy them in sets. You can buy them individually. I'm going to place an order for this guy and another one today to replace them because the tips are bad. I think they're starting to run out a little bit. They're often loved and used. The Arteza markers, Sharon, yes. I've heard a lot of people talking about them. And Copics did change their pricing. I don't know, it's probably been about a year ago. I've heard that from a lot of people. I have had mine for a long time. I actually used to buy them at Hobby Lobby when they would be half price. That's how I built up my collection with those. And then I just refill them now. That's what I'm wondering too about the Karen brush markers, Diane. Maybe it's the direct to paper that I'm not good at. I need to get a move on. Yeah, it's a great, I mean, you kind of just build your collection up as you go. This marker might need replaced too. It's not very juicy. All of the markers I'm using in my video today, with the exception of the orange, which I don't use that often. I don't know why. I use all of the time. So these are probably my most often used markers. How do you prevent bleeding? Okay, if you're having a lot of bleeding, it might be the paper, A, or the ink is the stamped line bleeding, or is it just bleeding outside the line of the stamped line? If you're having a lot of bleeding, it is probably the paper. And I know there's several different papers. I use Neenah. I use 110 pound weight, but there are several that are very, very good. Not just the Neenah. Let's see. Let's do a little... Nope, that was the wrong color again. Oh, well. I wanted to use a little bit of this light pale orange. I don't think we're going to add water to this one either. It's off the edge. Sometimes it's a personal call as you're coloring in these different areas. You definitely don't have to bring water in if you don't want to. Like any of these little dots, little confetti pieces, anything like that. Okay, what color should we do for the polka dot bleeding outside the stamp line? It is more than likely the paper. What paper are you using? Oh, Bonnie, I've never heard of G-Touch markers. What are those? Let's see. Let's do... We'll just do kind of a lightish mint. I didn't want to do green since I did green here, and I didn't really want to do the turquoise, so we'll just do that little light green for this one. But what color should I do for the polka dots on our pink candle? You guys tell me. Should we make them all different color or one color? The Karen brush markers, techniques. Do you do direct to paper, Jennifer, or do you do more of, I don't know, like coloring on a palette and picking the color up? I'm always curious. I want to be good with the Karen brush markers. I haven't tried them in a while though. Like it really irritates me because I bought them. I mean, that I wasn't gifted them or anything. I bought them. I was like, I'm going to love these. I don't love them. And I want to. Yellow. Okay. Oh, I do need a purple candle. Thanks. Sometimes, let's do this guy purple. So I had a vote for yellow. Oh, wait a minute. Let's color this guy purple. The palette pickup method, yeah. I think maybe I need to try that again. Maybe I'll try it this weekend and see how we do. I'm not coloring very good. For the alcohol markers, I recommend Neenah is what I personally use. In fact, that's anytime you see me color with Copics or alcohol ink markers, I am using Neenah, and I use the 110 pound weight, so the heavier weight. Another vote for mixing on a palette and picking up. Okay, blue is another vote. Yeah, lots of people saying to use them as a palette. I have not used them as a palette, and I don't think, and that's probably why I'm not loving them. I think I need to try that. I'm going to put that on my list of things I need to give another try. So when we're coloring over, like this has got that mint and purple back behind it, it's not going to be quite as vibrant as it would be over white, which is totally fine. As it dries, it'll look a lot better. Teal blue polka dots. Okay, we have some like blue and yellow votes. We'll pick one here in a minute. Let's see what we need to do next. Let's do this guy. Nope. Yeah. Nope. Sorry, changing my mind a lot. No, I guess we will use this. This is where we're getting to where I don't want to have two colors right next to each other. Touch marker. Another vote for the Neenah 110 pound weight. Yes. Link Crafty. Cheryl. I like that. I like your username. So definitely with this card, not usually do my backgrounds take forever unless I'm coloring it all in like this. But like I said, the sentiments are going to be super simple here because our background is going to be not only the the background, but the embellishment. And thank you everyone for offering paper suggestions and all of that good stuff in the chat. I appreciate it. Isn't the paper crafting community great? I just love that everyone helps each other and just enjoys sharing what we all love to do. I feel like this guy needs to probably be a rainbow as well. Let's see what we want to do here. I do think we're going to do another little purple candle up here. I had considered doing part of this before the live just because I knew it was going to be time consuming, but I really wanted to share the whole process. I know I get so many questions about how long do certain cards take you to make and all of that good stuff. And so this is a good example of sometimes they take a little bit of time. How long does everyone spend on their cards? I would love to kind of to know. Sometimes mine take more than this. Just, I mean, I did do a lot of prep work, but if I am starting from scratch and filming a video, obviously that's not live, sometimes they can take a little bit longer. But kind of on the average, what does everyone think? Yeah, I don't throw out the handmade cards either. In fact, I have a whole bunch. I can't always display them when I receive them. I'll display them for a while and then I'll switch them out with new ones that I get or whatever. But I agree. I love minimum an hour. I agree. I think I'm a minimum an hour as well. That's for sure. All right. Linda, you are right. I probably worry about that too much. That's because I did receive some comments from people who told me that they don't like lives, and I was like, okay. Nothing will change with regular content. And I get it. We don't all want to watch the same things. For a long time, I did not think that I would want to do a live. And I think it was just more the being intimidated and all the tech part of the setup and all of that good stuff. But really, I actually watch quite a few lives, believe it or not. Not this is funny, but not card making lives. Not really. I usually catch those as replays later, but there is a quilting channel that I watch quite a bit. There's also like some law channels and things, because I know I mentioned last week I love true crime, so I will catch some of those. Yeah, I agree. They don't have to watch. That was my response too, is nothing will change with regular content. If you love the regular edited videos, those are still going to be there. I'm still going to be doing the same amount. This is just something in addition that I thought would be fun. I love the community. I love the back and forth. I like the talking, not just, you know, answering questions later. Hi, Sue. Are you just joining? Linda, that's exactly it. I like being able to tell you in real time, because I do try to get to my questions in my regular videos. And if I do ever miss one of your questions, you guys, please message me again. I do try to get to them, but it is time consuming to go back and grab all of those. And sometimes I do miss them. I am a little behind, in fact, right now on answering questions. I've been working on a little bit every single day this week. So I like being able to hopefully get them while the video is going on. Plus, like I said, it's almost kind of like crafting with friends. All right, we're getting close, I hope, to being done here. I don't have too much left. I do try to move around a little bit and not be right where there might be some color already. Thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. I just love crafting. Oh, I love that you're a newbie. That is so awesome. How long have you been card making? That is a good question, by the way. I'd love to know, how long has everyone been card making? And did you start out as a card maker, or did you start somewhere else? Did you start, like I started in scrapbooking and moved, wow, I did not color good, and moved into the card making world. I did not color this one good, you guys. Oh well. Oh, Marcy, you made the felt bears. This is so awesome. Hi, Annie. I'm so glad you're joining. Thank you guys so much. And I do want to just tell you, thank you. Thank you for supporting me in this. I was really, really nervous that I would go live and then like no one would show up. And I was going to just, I don't know, just kind of nervous about that whole thing. So I really so much appreciate you guys' support and showing up to the lives and just kind of enjoying the whole thing. Started making cards during the pandemic. Oh, cool. 3 years. Quilting, appliques, and then Cricut to paper crafting. Linda, that's awesome. Do you still quilt? I'm curious. Scrapbooking to card making. A lot of scrapbooking to card making. Started in 2007. Awesome. 20 years stamping. Oh gosh, you guys, I can't even catch up with all of this. I probably need to keep coloring. I'm going to have to go back and read everything because my screen is just going faster than I can. I love reading everyone's comments. That's so much fun. I think we probably need to do polymer clay projects. Oh, awesome. My daughter used to do a few when she was quite a bit younger. They were really fun. Hi, Tracy. I pretty much love any type of crafting project, especially paper crafting. Sue, coloring literally just takes so much practice. That's all it is. And because I do so much of it and I'm doing it basically every day, it just gives you a lot of practice. I would just find something to color every single day. Kathy Rack's coloring challenge is always a good one for if you want to encourage yourself to color more and just try out some different things. Sewed a lot. I like that. I love seeing everybody's things. Barbie doll clothes, cross stitch. Okay, so I also started out, cross stitch is probably the first thing my mom taught me how to do. My mom does sew, but she doesn't like sew, or used to. I don't think she does anymore, but she would sew certain things. And so that is kind of where I learned to sew. But my grandmother was an amazing seamstress. And so that's kind of where my love of sewing came. We used to spend a week with my grandparents every summer. And I would go through, I remember loving to go through her button box. And in fact, several years before she passed away, she gave me several old sewing notions that I have. I need to figure out where they are. I don't know where I put them since we moved, but I need to put them out as kind of decoration or whatever. But she gave me all of this cool stuff that she thought I should have because she was so tickled that one of her grandkids wanted to sew. Yes, okay, that's what I started to say. I started to cross stitch. I found this pattern. It's actually in a quilt book that I got. It's a Thimble Blossoms quilting book, quilt sampler book. Maybe that's what I should say. And I started cross stitching the design because I love it and I want to frame it for my craft room. Scrapbooking. Okay, we are about done. I need to hurry along. Too much talking. If I wasn't talking, I would have been done already and not trying to read comments too. A lot of Stampin' Up. How many people started with like Stampin' Up or Close to My Heart? I know I went to a Stampin' Up party, I think once, I want to say. I used to love Stampin' Up. Hello, Color Me Happy. How are you? Clean. All right, purple candle, guys. What color should I make the polka dots? I did yellow on the pink, obviously, while we were talking. I need to know what everybody is thinking. I can't decide what to do there. 1995 with Stampin' Up! And wow, if you were here at the beginning of the video, my neighbor is singing loud, you guys, while he's mowing. Okay, recommend a zig marker. You have a 12 pack and you want more colors. Okay, I don't know what colors come in the packs. I bought mine as a set, which I know is, or not as a set. I bought mine individually, pardon me. And so that makes a little bit of a difference. I'd have to look and see what colors come in each because I'm really particular about the colors and there are some that I don't like. Hero Arts, that, Karen, those were my first stamps as well. Oh, thank you, Color Me Happy. Teal, okay, and by the way, dang fries are done. Your username cracks me up because there's a joke with that, and maybe that's where you got it, I don't know, but it makes me laugh every time. Teal it is. We're doing teal here. I like that. We're just going to do a little dark, and I do think I'm going to blend out with the lighter color here. The great thing about this technique too, you don't have to be super perfect. And like I was mentioning when we embossed this, it helps hold the color in, so it makes your watercoloring, it makes you look like a pro, even if watercoloring is not your strongest technique. It is not my strongest technique. As much as I want to be awesome at it, I just am not. And so I love that it kind of helps with that. Okay, let's see. Oh, good. You got the embossed cards and you got those markers. All right, I am speeding through. Lawn Fawn was your first, Tina. I love Lawn Fawn. I've been with Lawn Fawns for so long. They're one of my favorites. I don't know what color to do this candle. What do you guys think? I mean, it is basically our last one. I want to get that finished up and move on to finishing these cards so you guys can go do what you need to do today. Old Woodmount Hero Arts, yes. Blue. Yeah, I have teal. Do you guys think that teal here is not, I don't know. Maybe I should just go for it. I'm not really using blue on this card, so you guys think this color, the teal color? I don't really want to pull in a color I haven't used already. Let's just do it. It'll be fine. So I just saw a comment. I'm not going to run back and look right now who said it. I think it was Marie, maybe not. I do send out cards every week to my followers. I have a Google form. It is in the description on most of my videos. Anything recent it'll be on. So there's a Google sign up and you can sign up and I randomly send them out. I send out 10 a week and it is just completely a random thing. But if you would like a chance to get a card, because I know somebody mentioned earlier in the video and I don't know if I got distracted or not, I don't sell my cards anymore. It was just a lot of extra work and quite frankly, it didn't really bring me that much joy to sell them. I enjoy sending them out a lot more. And so this is an awesome way to, because I make a lot of cards every week and there's just no way to mail them to my friend, all of them to my friends and family. And so I mail them out every week. So if you'd like a chance, oh good, the Delta Crafter. Yes, I know. I remember sending you one for sure. Yeah. So if you guys would like a chance, please fill out that form if you have not already. We're just going to fill in some little areas while I wait for those polka dots to dry. You probably wouldn't have to add color to these. I just like to, and I'm really doing this quick now. So I was talking about this. I think Simple greetings are my favorite. And I haven't used these yet, but I love them. We talked a lot about the new Lawn Fawn release last week. Okay, I need to do something with those dots. Maybe we'll just do this. There are 2 new die cut sentiments that are awesome. Yeah, I agree. Teal, thanks guys. I appreciate the help there. I was struggling. Okay, backgrounds. Are we ready to finish them up? I think so. So I was talking about Lawn Fawn. These dies. I love, love, love them. Happy birthday and happy birthday to you. So I think these will be really cool. We are going to use those. I did die cut my greetings. Here we go. I did do this off camera to save some time since we were doing the coloring today. I thought some holographic would be fun. I think it needs a little grounded. Maybe black, do you guys think? I did black and white. I couldn't decide, so I'm going to let you guys pick. And then we're going to use like a little sentiment strip. Beverly, I agree. If it doesn't bring you joy, don't do it. Sue, it's 96 pack of zigs. Yeah, I agree. Marie, awesome. Okay, so what are you guys thinking? Should we do a black outline or should we do a white outline? Let's put them side by side and decide. Okay, so I was putting this part together last night and the power went out. So I decided we were done for the day. Okay, I think I like white. You like black. Can't decide either. See, I think the black makes it stand out a little bit better. You like the white on top? Should we do that? Should we make the holographic oh, that actually does look kind of cute. What do we think of, oops. What do we think of that? I kind of like that. 1 black and 1 white. Black. Okay, should we do the black back behind? Yeah, I don't like the black on top. Oh, although I kind of like this without the holographic. Should we, okay, vote 1 of each, white and black. All right. While I'm letting everybody talk about that, let's trim down some sentiments. I'm trying to, yeah. All right, Sandy Arnold white. I wanted the blow out the candles for the candle card. These are sentiment like the white, 1 black, 1 white. Just like that. So what do you mean? Do you think the white on top of this, is this the yes? White with hollow, yeah. And the white with, and the holographic with black. Like this. Is this correct, everybody? We're going to do what everyone wants. Hopefully. Huh. Okay, I think holographic on top of each one. Okay. I'm going to leave it like that. And we're going to trim down our sentiment strips really quick. So sentiment strips are awesome. I love that they are, and this is really loud, so I'm sorry. I don't know that I'm going to use black sentiment strip on this. I think I'll probably grab a white one. I'll probably do that off camera because I did not get those out today. Go back. Who said go back? All right. Wow, we're going fast now. The black is too harsh. What if, okay, here's what I originally thought. See, I don't personally love the black. What I really thought we would do, which I liked this suggestion kind of. I actually kind of like the holographic as the background because I don't think that it's quite as dark, but I think we might keep a black sentiment strip. I kind of like that. We might just do that on each of them then. because I like how it's easy, or it stands out. All right, guys, I might have decided. Sorry if that's... Happy birthday to you. What was the other sentiment I was going to use? Oh, yeah. Another year looks good on you. I thought that was fun. So I'm curious, has anyone used sentiment strips? I have them, I think. Oh gosh, I did not cut that even, you guys, at all. Well, we might not be using that one. Let's just grab the other sheet. Of course, on camera, I don't cut straight. Haha. All right. Luckily, you get 2 of each. Yeah, Wendy, I think the black is too harsh too. I know I talk about this all the time. I don't like white with halo background for both. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, this is really how I work. I know I get so many questions from people. They want to know like my thought process, and I think that's my favorite thing about the lives is you guys are getting to see how I actually work. You're getting to see the mess ups. You're getting to see I change my mind a lot. Trick for cutting them straight is really just lining them up. Also, I did not do it on camera, but I am going to give you guys a little tip about this. So one of the things is, let's pretend this was a sheet. Let's just ignore the fact that some of it's missing. It is hard to line up this little section in a paper trimmers for the most part. I normally would not do this. In fact, I'll probably cut this with like a rotary color or something. What I recommend is if you want the sentiment that was right here, trim these all into strips, and then they're going to be straight. Normally, that is what I do. In fact, most of my little packages, I keep these like I keep stamps. Maybe I ought to mention that too. So I keep all of my stamps in these pockets. I keep sentiment strips in these pockets. And you will notice that most of mine, if I've used them, have lots of little strips in them. And for me, it just kind of manages and keeps them all together. And because I look at them a lot like I would look at a stamped phrase, I just kind of keep them that way, and that way I always know where they are. But that's my little tip for cutting straight. All right, let's get these adhered and finish it all up. Hello. Do we have some new people joining? This is the Barely Art Precision Glue. If you were here last week, you know I talked about how my friends talked about it for a while. They love it. I am slow to jump on bandwagons, but they were right. I was wrong. I love it. I love the fine tip nozzle on the glue. It is so, so good. Okay, I will have to go back and look because the chat was going so super fast. This was the best recommendation because I wasn't loving any of the things I was trying to do. But I do like this a lot. Good suggestion. Thank you. Hello. Hi, Debbie J's Crafting Corner. The sentiment strips are Simon Says Stamp. Yes, all of them are Simon Says Stamp. Okay, and then did you guys know that the sentiment strips are printed on laser paper? That means if you run them through like a Mink foiling machine, you can foil them. We're not going to today, but if you want me to in a future live, and I have some other videos, you can foil this and it can be like a foiled sentiment strip, and then the text will pop out from that. I love to foil them. It is really, really fun. And you can do that with the black text on the white sentiment strips, but it shows up so much better on the black sentiment strips. Okay. we're going to glue this down. Like last week's video, do we need to add some little sparkles? Do we need like some little iridescent stars? What do we think? Like, I feel like we maybe need to add a few. Hi, Sharon. I'm so glad you made it. Okay, I'm behind on my chat again. I will link everything, Wendy. As soon as this live is over, I will be adding the supply list to the replay. You can get all of the links. If I miss anything, please, please, please don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. But I will be linking to everything. Yes. Wendy, it is so much fun. I will, if you want, I can link to the video I've done in the past where I foiled some. It's so much fun. Okay, one of my other little tips here, because our paper's curling up a little, just because it's had so much water. Then sentiment strips, I'm going to grab some foam adhesive. I always like to pop mine up with foam adhesive. Yes, add sparkles. I agree. I think we're going to do some little iridescent-y stars. I'm going to grab those here as soon as we add our greetings. These are by far my favorite foam adhesive strips. They're teeny tiny little thin ones. They're from Doris, or I'm probably saying that wrong, but I love it. I'll link those too. Oh my gosh, a commute from a half hour to 3 hours. Oh goodness. All right, here's something else we're gonna do today. I do not like when my sentiment strips aren't lined up. We're gonna take a T-square ruler. We're gonna line that up with the side. My head's gonna get in the way. There we go. Oh my gosh. Yep, I like these. I love coloring backgrounds. It's really relaxing too. Art glitter. Oh, what are we talking about? Art. I have not tried art glitter glue. I used a lot of Ranger matte medium with a fine tip applicator for a long, long, long time. But I'm really liking this Barely glue. All right, next, let's use our T-square ruler again. It's really invaluable if you don't like your stuff to be wonky, like I don't like my stuff to be wonky. And I like the blow out your candles because it works with the candle background. All right, let me move this stuff out of the way. I'm gonna grab some sparkles and we are almost finished, and then I can answer some questions that I missed. Reptile glue. I have never heard of that either. Art glitter is similar to Barely Art. Okay. We're just going to kind of do a scattering. First of all, let's add some to this. Okay, too much stuff on my desk. For everyone who is talking about messes, okay, I don't think I like these either. I think they're going to be too light. Hold on. I think we might go with silver because I think that's going to tie in with the iridescent better. That's not dry, so we can move that. Or go with the holographic. I don't know what I said. Art glitter, and it's clogging. Okay, the thing I haven't used the Barely glue for that long, probably 3 weeks, and it doesn't clog, which is amazing. That is my favorite thing. Although I do know, yeah, the silver is going to be much better, I think, guys. I just don't know. if it's a new bottle or what. But I love that it doesn't clog. And I did have a question. I'm trying to think if it was on Instagram or YouTube that I noticed earlier this morning that asked if it dries all the way clear. Yes, it does. So yeah, it's white. It's not going to look fantastic right now, but it is going to dry completely clear. Yep. What do you guys think? Silver. I think the silver stars are much better than the iridescent, even though I've got both of them out here in a mess. They just tie into the holographic paper a lot better. I really wanted to use the iridescent ones, but I don't think they show up great. Okay, it just takes longer to dry. Yeah, I might have to try out that art glitter, right? I will say I hate when things take forever to dry. I'm not very patient. I've put my hand in glossy accents more times than I can count because I'm not patient. Which is my fault. It may need a few more sparkles, but we're going to call that good for today. Now, I'm not going to do it on camera. I will do it as soon as our live's done. I'm going to put these on a card base to finish them. But yeah, just fun little things. I'll add a couple here. I probably will add the rest of these off when we're off our live as well before I photograph them and add them to the replay. But that way I'm going to switch our camera here in just a second and we can chat a bit. But there are our finished cards. So I hope you guys liked this tutorial. Let me switch back. Hi everyone. Call glue. No, I've not. Not patient either. Thank you, Linda. No longer using Nouveau drops. Yeah, I put my hand in that yesterday. Okay, yes, I have found the glossy accent discolors some of my colored images. Zig images, it discolors terrible. I don't know if I've noticed it with Copic, but I don't know if mine's old or what. I'll have to ask someone. Yeah, Tina Pierce, I agree. The holographic looks way better back behind. Arizona, maybe it's the heat, maybe. Colleen, that is so good to know that the Barely glue has not clogged in 6 months. Elizabeth, that's hilarious. Are you on my Mail It Monday list? Hint, hint. You only use Nouveau drops or drops of any sort as gel mediums. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, on Yupo, it doesn't dry, Debbie. Oh. Okay, I don't use a shot box. I use some studio lights and then I use like some boards and stuff to take my photos, but I actually don't have a shot box. I will ask my friend Lori Willison. I know she uses one, or maybe she made one. I'll ask. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Oh, good. Ethan. Hello, son. Odin's doing great. He's tired of the live. My son is here. My older son said he was going to come in. He's off work today, and so he said he would pop in too. I haven't seen him yet. Oh, thank you. Is it Nabil? I hope I said your name right. If I didn't, please correct me. Yes, I don't put my face in a lot of videos. Maybe I should do more. I was excited. I feel like I'm talking to you more instead of just my hands moving around for question and answer time. And Elizabeth, good to know. I got you. Odin is asleep on the floor. I'll see if I can get him up to make an appearance before we sign off. Yeah, Odin is doing great. He's living his best life, sleeping on my feet while I'm crafting. This is what he does good. Yeah, Yupo dries so super slow. I have never added much other than alcohol ink. The Mail It Monday list. I will have a link in the replay here in just a little bit. Give me a minute once the replay goes up, and you can click on the Google Doc, fill out your information, and then I send them out randomly. Linda, I will work on my studio setup, getting that all done. I'm hoping to do that as part of my studio tour. As soon as I get my studio done, we're going to work hard on getting it cleaned up and ready for video and photography. A photo box out of white cardboard. Wendy, that's a great idea. I know a lot of people have made their own kind of shot boxes there. Oh, good. I said your name right. Thank you. Let's see if there's any more questions. Oh, Odin, are you up? Come here, buddy. Everyone wants to see you. Come here. This is my baby. This is Odin. No, I don't need any kisses right now. He's sweet and lovable and spoiled. And he's my best office mascot. Aren't ya? I think he's wondering why he's locked in here. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. Oh, awesome. You did a question and answer on your channel. It is fun to interact with others. It's a little awkward talking to my computer screen, but I feel like we're chatting together. I love it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to just do one little check. Mail It Monday does not give an address to send me cards. I know a lot of people who receive one from me will send me one back. You don't need to. I mean, that's not a requirement at all. Obviously, if you do, I cherish them. But if you message me, I will give you my address if you really want it. Let's see. I'm going to just check for any more questions before we sign off today. Yes, he does look like, we get a lot that he looks like Chewbacca from Star Wars. He does. I'm going to just run through. Nice. Thank you. Oh, and this software I used today works so much better than last week, so I'm so happy. Yes, Pups in the Craft Room are fantastic, except for when they want to bark and run around when I'm voicing over videos, which sometimes he thinks is what he should do. All right, I think that I hope I've caught everything. I will give just a second. If anyone has any question that I missed, please let me know. Otherwise, we will catch you next week. Oh, I have not used those watercolor pencils. Are they good? Does anyone know? I'd love to know. Yes, Odin is awesome. I love him. You call your Maisie Chewy all the time. Yes, the little Ewok. Exactly, Linda. That's what ours is as well. The mirror software I am using today, I'm using Ecamm Live. I actually downloaded the trial. You get a 2-week trial. I actually bought it before the 2 weeks was up because I did several tests this week. I love it. I think it's really great. It's what I'm going to use for the Hero Arts. Stamp along if you are doing that next weekend. Next weekend, right? Yes. I'm getting a little lost on what's all going on. So I'm really excited about that. And if you want, come join us. We're going to be making some cards there as well. Oh, I'm glad it was a good way to spend a rainy day, Brenda. Yeah, Ecamm Live is what I am using, Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Put a picture of a friend and talk to the picture. Yes, it's a little disconcerting talking to myself. Okay, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Oh, the Delta Crafter Switch. Yeah, I downloaded Switcher. I tried it. I did not like it. I know Libby Hickson from Hero Arts uses Switcher. I found it a little hard to use. Ecamm Live was a little bit more my speed. I am tech challenged. I mentioned that quite a bit. I'm not super great with it. I have to work really hard at it. I have to watch a lot of tutorials, and this was a little bit more user-friendly for me. But I know a lot of people use a Switcher and like it. Oh my gosh, Tina Pierce. Yes, Stamp Timber. I'm sure that information will be coming soon for the designers. I am so excited, so excited. Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Ecamm Live, I think, is, I don't want to say for sure that it's for Mac. I know one of the reasons I got it is because it is very, very Mac friendly. So I would have to look and see or something, but it's Mac friendly, so that worked for me. Yes, I am too. I'm always excited for Stamptember. It's fun. Okay. I think I have caught everything. If not, drop me a comment on the video, on the replay, and let me know. And hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Thank you guys so much for joining me.